Hey everybody, Kane here and welcome to another video of Art of Conquest. So, in this one we have Kingdom Guardian and we have a Lich stage. So I do believe I have not yet cleared this particular stage as quick as I have right now, and I have done that in 4 seconds with one hero. Now, I think this is the fastest time. I am not sure if anybody got 3 seconds, but if they did, do let me know and I might try to adjust some stuff, perhaps maybe add a couple more heroes. And eventually for the next one, I'm gonna try some things out. But in the case of this one, let's talk about what you kind of require and what I have done. So, first things first, we have to go into the hero that made it happen, and that is Avalon. The most important thing in this particular stage is the Tempering Charm, and you would want to have the 5-star bonus. Now, the thing about the 5-star bonus is that it has additional area of attack, which is a must. It's a requirement. And if you don't have it, essentially, you kind of add a second to your timer. Because I've played this stage on an account that had double the attack value of my own archers, and it was clearing it a lot slower, and it added like a second to the time. So it was one hero 5 seconds. So this is pretty important. Aside from that, you want to have a morale boost for, I guess, a little bit more RNG luck. You want to have 15% more damage, and of course, Warhorn. For the Prism, I chose Guardian Awaken because it grants most of the stats, I think, or most stats that would actually benefit and increase the damage of the archers in question. In terms of Hero Mastery, I use Command 6 because, of course, it's, I guess, more reliable than the others in my own case because it's a little bit more attack speed, a little bit more damage, and stuff like that. So, in the case of Armory, I use the Rhino Warhammer, I use the big attack speed bonus, and not the radius one, and of course, I use 2 random friendly range troop locations. In terms of armor, I use the Red Wolf, because we have Frontline, which kind of requires to be cleared, and increasing their damage taken kind of makes sure that some of them are going to die incredibly quickly, and the other archers will just help something out. Not entirely sure if this is like very much important, but if you don't have any other, and I don't think that there's any other decent one, I guess, this actually is a little bit more reliable. In terms of reliquaries, so we want to have physical damage and we want to have undead damage right here. We want to have crit damage right here. We want to have initiative and we want to have attack speed right here. Then we go down, we want to get attack speed right here. And we want to have small units because it's the undead skeletons. Aside from that, if you would have 18 books done, of course, some of the attack value you might not require to have, and I'm not certain, like maybe you need to have like 500 million or so. I'm not entirely certain, right? But essentially, this particular bonus helps PvE a lot as well, so you might not require to have as huge of a value or some other buffs as well. So, the archers, so what I have on them. So currently, I am using the Zen archers. I think they're a tiny bit better than the dire ones because you're doing it faster and they have that piercing arrow that does a little bit more damage. The dire ones, they do area damage after you cast the ale. So I think these ones, if you're not requiring to cast to do damage, they will perform better. So as you can see, I have 771 million attack value. In terms of stats, 6.5 attack speed, and a pretty decent crit rate. So that is what I kind of use. In terms of dragon, I use my main dragon because it's a Ruby. I think a Ruby Dragon is kind of important for one hero, as it did kind of reduce the times I need to try to get 4 seconds, but I think it might be doable even without it. So let's go on to the battle and I will showcase the formation that I was able to make it with. So let's talk about this side. So I placed this particular archer squad a couple of squares from the front line just because if I would place them right here, they would kill this quickly, but this half of the warlocks would stun about half of the archers. So what we want to have is move them further away, and there is a particular research in the Archer tab where it grants them range. So even from this particular range, they can kill these warlocks and not get affected by that root or stun or whatever the warlocks have. Now going on to the middle, I have this particular archer squad here. It helps to kill scorpions, it helps to kill this skeleton squad, and of course this spider also has to die. And then, of course, I have Avalon with Tempering Charm, and I have a Dragon right here. So Dragon tends to run right here pretty quickly and start proccing swells, which is kind of important, because the faster these skeletons die, the faster of the time you might be able to get. Now, this one, I've noticed that even if I kill these warlocks, they're not going to be stunned or rooted. So this one I can actually place right here. So let's go on to the battle and see what happens. So we go on to the battle. As you can see, they kill that and they don't get stunned. So we click here, it's 4 seconds, but we have this particular catapult alive and one skeleton. So we click that, it turned to 5, and still the skeleton squad was alive. It was like one skeleton that did not get focused. So it might take a couple of tries or so, but this is what I kind of managed, right? So in some cases, I don't even need to try and cast like the ability, right? So wait, what? Can I not unclick it? So I think 4 times I did this on auto. A couple of times I casted it. Sometimes I got 4 seconds, like 5, 6 times in a row. Sometimes I needed to do like 5 battles to even get 4 seconds. So there's still some RNG involved in this. Okay, this one should be good because that entire squad was procced, I think. No, it was just a split second again. Let's see, I kind of want to have it. Come on. Okay, so it took me a couple of tries. I think after I said it, it took me a couple of tries, but I finally managed, right? So we got 4 seconds, and yeah, pretty much this particular formation, Red Dragon, kind of important. So hopefully this helps you out. If it did, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. As well as if you would wish to support me more than just watching my videos, I have made a Patreon page where you would be able to do just that. In return, I would be able to help you out more individually in terms of events, PvP formations, and stuff like that. So as I would like to thank all of my patrons for the support. I really, really appreciate it for your subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay safe out there.